Hi, everyone, and welcome back. It would be really useful if we could get a really clear example that Arabs were using the word Makhmet or Makhmad in either the 7th or 8th century just to disprove the idea that they were saying Muhammad so that we can separate it from the Arab prophet, as it were. I was looking at this book here, which you can have a look at yourself. It's on archive.org. It's the catalogue of the Arab, Byzantine, and post reform Umayyad coins by, it actually says John Walder, but it's actually John Walker. Um, and if you go into the introductory part, which is on page 54 of the introduction, if we zoom in here, just the bit that's of interest. It's kind of a mixed bag because he largely, because it's written in the 1950s, he largely goes along with the Sen. Sometimes he reveals things as well, though. Um, okay, so we're going to zero in to this bit here. The historical background is confused in both ancient and modern writers, but it would appear in outline to have been this. On the papyri exported to Byzantium from Egypt, then in Muslim hands, the protocols or official headings written on them to guarantee their authenticity came to be written not only in Greek but also in Arabic, with phrases proclaiming inter alia that Muhammad was Allah's apostle. Now, you notice that he's inserting Muhammad there. He's gone a little bit far. Was Allah's apostle, and that there was no God except Allah. So they have the Greek equivalent to the Arabic. Okay, so here we have the, if it will allow me, it's not going to allow me, but this word here is actually without vocalization, but the Greek equivalent is Maamet. Okay, now I have to admit when I'm being contradicted, but at least in this period when this papyrus was produced, um, or papyrus, the Greek equivalent was, as you'd find today, apostle, apostolos, there in Greek, apostolos theos, okay, apostle of God. Now, I was curious to know when this papyri was exported to Byzantium. It doesn't actually give us any reference to it in the note that goes with it, so I had to go digging and I found the one which I believe it is connected to. So here it is. You can find it on Islamic Awareness, and helpfully, we've got a date for it, 705 to 715 AD, which would be during the reign of Caliph Walid. Okay. It's a bilingual papyrus of a protocol, and it's found in the Egyptian National Library. Okay. So there's the main part. It's very hard to make out, but it's helpfully transcribed here. And we can see here clearly Maamet Apostolos Deus. Okay. This here is, it's quite hard to make up it. Osk etin Deos e me o Deos monos. Okay. That's the best I can do, guys. Now it says here Abdallah with the name, servant of God, Abdallah, and this here, which is Aloy. It's hard to make out. Alos Leah, something like that. Alos Leah. Let's go down underneath to get a better idea of it. Okay, so 705 to 717. And here is the translation of it. The parts in square brackets is basically the presumed missing words. Okay, so we can take that bit with a pinch of salt as an educated guess. Um, but given the context there, it kind of works there. The compassionate and merciful, that would be Rahami. Let me just see if we can spot it there. It's probably Rachmanim. There in verse 3. Okay. Looks like it there. Yeah. So there we have it. El Rachman and Rachmanim. There's those two words in Arabic. All right. There is no God but God alone, and key thing here is Maamet. Now it's translated as the Apostle of God. So it's a kind of step back for me in a sense. I think the original meaning was angel of God, but by the time of Walid, I'll have to assume it was interpreted as Apostle of God. But I think the original meaning, if we look at Abdul Malik's overall Christology on his coin, that's the sense that's coming across. But it got this sense got conveyed, Apostle of God. Okay, but in any case, we have a step forward here. Maamet is the word that is being used, which fits in with what we've been saying about it being a title to do with the Messiah, and it is not the Muhammad of the standard Islamic narrative. So that's it. Thank you for watching. See you all very soon. Bye bye.